can always stay a little longer. We don't have a plan. Just let me live a little younger than I really am. We've got nothing here to save us from ourselves. Let's live life like it's made up, jump in the wishing well.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be sharing my fall solo nighttime routine as a stay-at-home mom of 3. As you can see, we have 3 little boys and my husband works a few nights a week. So a few nights I go ahead and just take over all the responsibilities of putting the boys to bed and kind of getting our house in order. So I wanted to share what that looks like. And I'm also really excited because this video is a collaboration with my friend Ashley from Till Vacuum Do Us Part. I know that you guys will love her channel if you are not already subscribed to her. Ashley is a homeschool mom to her daughter and she shares a ton of similar videos that I share on my channel. So of course she shares tons and tons of cleaning videos, lots of day in the life videos, and also just some different lifestyle ones. I know that you guys are going to love her. She is actually going to be sharing a morning routine, so you guys can pop on over to her video as soon as you're done watching this one and check out how she manages her morning every day. And also when you head over to Ashley's channel, be sure to let her know that I sent you. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So I didn't show this in the video, but usually we like to eat our dinner around 6 o'clock, sometimes a little bit earlier, sometimes a little later, but it's sometime around 6 p.m. And then on the nights that Kyle's not home, we really just kind of have a lot of laid back nights. And I really just kind of try to use this time as just some really good quality time with myself and the boys. I sometimes try to have one-on-one talks with the boys. We just watch videos. We sometimes go outside. We just really kind of take advantage of that time and try to make it really good quality time without really doing a whole lot, because I think that sometimes when you're really not doing much, it's really good quality time to just kind of sit and visit and be in each other's company. You getting your shoes on?
Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna go ride your bike?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh no, your bike is wet. Hurry, run, grab it now. Ah! Ah! You got it. Good job, Noah.
I'm a brave.
You are brave. Good job.
Living life like a high life. Everything is just top notch. I can make it to the finish line completely effortless. I can see you on the seaside, straight back like a dry one.
I have found that when you have multiple kids, you have to be very intentional with your time, especially when it comes to kind of being one-on-one with them, because it's always a little bit crazy and chaotic. And so especially on the 2 or 3 nights a week that I have the boys without Kyle here, I just always try to make a point to have individual conversations with each of them. It's nothing big, it's just, 5 or 10 minutes here and there, kind of asking about their day and just kind of talking a little bit more in depth with them. And I feel like this is something that really strengthens our relationship, and also it really makes them feel special because you are taking time out of your day to just talk to them specifically and individually, and that's just something that I always cherish on these nights.
Serve you. Got a flame that will burn you. Take your time and let it out. Speak up your mind. Know the truth can be hurtful. Take us down to the bottom. Don't ignore what's in front of you. I could be the one. Your lips are silent, but I hear you. 'Cause I got some questions that you got the answer to. Holes in your wall, so I know something's going on. So hear me say, your info is my power, baby.
So once we have kind of been hanging out after dinner until about 7 or 7:15, we all head inside if we have been outside, or we just stop what we are doing and we all kind of do a quick 10-minute tidy. This is not anything extreme. It's basically just going through our main living area, and the boys will usually just help tidy up all the toys, tidy up the pillows that they've definitely thrown on the ground, put up the blankets, just really simple things like that. We are not doing heavy cleaning, no vacuuming, no dishes, nothing like that. Just a few minutes as a family, and you can really clean a space in no time at all. And it also helps me save time from not having to do all of this myself later on when they go to sleep.
You got the answer to holes in your wall, so I know something's going on. So hear me say, your influence, my power, baby. Only a matter of time.
Once we have the living room all tidied, I will just have the older boys who are in school bring me their backpacks. We will make sure to go through anything and make sure that we didn't miss any papers that I need to sign for the next day. Luke does his homework shortly after getting out of school, and Liam is just in kindergarten, so he doesn't really have homework. So this is not the time that we will do homework, but just kind of like a last minute backpack check, and it definitely makes our mornings go a little bit smoother.
Before you're mine. Before you're mine.
So after we do our 10-minute tidy downstairs and do our backpack check, the boys come upstairs and get in their PJs and also brush their teeth. Every other night or so we will do bath, but they didn't need to take a bath tonight. And also on the nights that Kyle is not home, I usually try to make this as easy and simple as possible. So on those nights, if they don't need to take a bath, we will just have a little bit of extra free time before we do our 10-minute tidy.
I couldn't understand 'cause young had just begun. Those days are over, and I'm down on my knees. Those days are over, and I feel what I feel. Those days are over.
By this time, it's usually around 8 p.m. and this is the point that the boys will each pick one book, and we will take a few minutes and just read those together in their room. We don't do anything fancy. We just pick a book and sit down on their floor and read it. I feel like this is something that really kind of helps them wind down, and they also get excited because since we do only have 3 boys, they are each able to pick a book. As long as it's not a crazy long chapter book or something, we usually can get through all 3 books. And since Luke can read now, we usually let him read his book if he's feeling like it, and that kind of just helps him with his reading that he has to do every night anyway.
Been feeling trapped down on the floor. I don't know what for. Feels like I'm gonna lose. Silence takes a hold. I can't let it go. Chain up, no one knows. But I won't let the stormy seas throw me in open water. Let me have my peace and leave me.
So most of the books that we read are just regular storybooks, but this is one that Noah picked out tonight, and it's actually one of their favorites. I feel like they pick this multiple times a week. I will actually try to link this down below. This is one of the interactive books that we have, and the boys love pulling it out. They just think it's super fun. You basically just follow the instructions and do different things in the book, push on different buttons in the book, and it's just kind of like a really fun interactive thing to do together. I actually got this one at Goodwill several years ago, but I believe I've seen them at Target as well. Once we are all done reading our books, we always have family prayer. I think this is something that's always important to our family. We have done this since the boys were little, and now that the older boys are big enough, we just kind of swap back and forth on whose turn it is to say prayer that night. But for us, it just kind of signifies the end of the night and give thanks for all the blessings that we were blessed with throughout the day.
Chained to what I know. Drifter on the road. Take it where I go. But I won't let the stormy seas.
I also want to make a point to say we do not make all of the boys sleep in one little twin bed. As you can see, they have a bunk bed and this little twin bed over here, and almost every single night they choose to all 3 squish together in one twin bed. I don't really know why they choose to do that. I guess they just want to be close to each other. I feel like it would be so uncomfortable to have to share a twin with everybody, but that's how they want it, and so I'm not going to complain about it now. I will just let them be little and enjoy their time cramming into one small bed every night, because I know there will come a point, probably pretty soon, where they don't want to do that anymore. So once the boys are in bed, it's usually around 8:30 or so, and this is when I will come downstairs and just kind of start my nighttime routine. I will usually go right into my nighttime routine before I sit down and rest or anything because I know myself too well, and if I go ahead and sit down and just start relaxing, I will get so tired and the kitchen will not get clean and I will end up waking up to a dirty house. So that's why I usually try to get my nighttime routine done earlier in the night rather than later.
Your light is shining bright on me. Got no reason to be afraid. You're glowing in the dark. You're glowing in the dark. Glowing in the dark. I feel it in my heart. You're glowing in the dark. Glowing in the dark. Yeah, you're glowing in the dark. Stop looking at you, you're like a firefly. Guide me out of the woods now. Oh, I think I lost my way, but got you to help me back. Tell me what I should do now. Every time I'm feeling down.
One thing that I always try to do every single night is load our dishwasher and run it, and that way when we wake up in the morning, the boys are able to unload it as one of their chores, and also we wake up to clean dishes, and it's just something I don't have to worry about. But this last week, I actually have loaded the dishwasher and forgot to start it like 3 times. I'm going to start having to figure something out on how to remind me. I don't know why I just keep forgetting to start it, but it's definitely becoming a frustrating thing when I wake up and the dishes are totally loaded and still dirty.
You're glowing in the dark. You're glowing in the dark. Glowing in the dark. Glowing in my heart. You're glowing in the dark. Glowing in the dark. Yeah, you're glowing in the dark. You can make it go away. Glowing in the dark. You can make it go away. You're glowing in the dark.
If you guys have been with me for a while, you know that my nighttime routines are usually pretty simple. I don't do a whole ton. I don't make it anything extreme. I usually just tidy up the kitchen and I will also do our floors. I don't always mop on these nights. I will usually just either sweep or vacuum depending on how early I get this done. But I will actually link my recent nighttime routine video that I shared with you guys up in the iCards up here if you have not seen that, and you guys can see exactly what I do every night.
You see, I know this, but the last days in real life I've noticed losing focus, breaking up from our life as we know it. If someone had told me that I will take off and find something greener, greener than gold. I turn my head and hold it high, but it's making me shiver. He's not like you, don't want him to. He's more like the river, growing stronger. When we're alone, there's no you in the picture. Ain't my number, isn't how I wanted to. You see, I know this, but the last days in real life I've noticed.
On the nights that Kyle works, I will usually take this time to fold some laundry or something, or just kind of get something productive done while I sit here and just kind of relax for a little bit. I am currently watching Riverdale. A lot of you guys have recommended this to me. It's not something that Kyle would be interested in watching, I don't think, so I just kind of watch this when I get a chance here and there. But I do aim to do one extra productive thing when Kyle is gone, just because I feel like I have a little bit of extra time since we are not spending that time together. And so on this night, I was just folding a bunch of towels while I got to watch one of my shows. And then once I got all of the towels folded and put away, I just sat on the couch and did nothing except go through my phone a little bit and kind of watched a show and just really took that time to relax.
Hey, I try my best to talk to you.
The last thing that I do before I go to bed on the nights that Kyle isn't home, this is the time where I will get a little bit of extra editing done, or I will work on my thumbnails, I'll email people back, and I will just get a little bit of YouTube work done when nobody is needing me.
When the night is through, because right now it's all I wanna do.
And the other thing that I usually try to do during these nights is I will try to do my voiceovers for my videos. I thought this would be so funny to watch because I feel like I always look so crazy when I'm doing my voiceovers. I'm just holding my little lapel mic and I'm always smiling and talking crazy with my hands, but I figured you guys would like a little bit of the behind the scenes of that and seeing what it looks like when I'm talking to you guys on here.
If you will be standing by your door, I'll pick you up at 8. I said, whoa, you wanna do it again? You wanna do it again sometime? I wanna hear your voice over the phone. Can I call you when I get back home? So we can talk about.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope this gave you some ideas on what to incorporate into your own nighttime routines, especially if you are doing it solo like I am on this night. And also do not forget to go check out Ashley's video. Like I said, she is sharing a morning routine, so it'll be a little bit different, and she will be able to give you some ideas and inspiration on how to make your mornings run a little bit more smooth. I hope you'll have an amazing day. Do not forget to subscribe down below if you are not already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.
Sometime. Whoa, can I see you again? Can I see you again sometime?